There we go.
Start over.
Okay. So tonight we're just going to talk about getting coaches started right, or if you're a coach that has felt like you want to work this business, but maybe you've gotten overwhelmed or you just haven't known a direction to take to work the business. I put together with a friend of mine through Bob Heilig's training what we've learned so far, and I'm sure there'll be refinement from here on out, but a simple system where we can feel confident in inviting people to the business, giving this to them, and feeling like they can get started right. It's a very simple system that they can follow and that we can also follow, and I want us to test it, to be doing the same thing they're doing and making sure, because that was something that I really loved about learning from Bob. I know a lot of times I've been in Beachbody for a while and we've been through so many different trainings and things. And the thing that he said is we have to test these things out, before we kind of roll it out to everybody and be like, this is what we're doing. It's going to work, So us as coaches who are already here in the business, whether we're having success or not, we can test it out and definitely say, yes, this is going to work. We need to tweak this. And then we can confidently say, this is the direction we're going to go on our team. I think way too many times we've bounced from lots of different ideas, all great ideas, but we haven't really tested them. So then when we get stuck 2-3 months doing those things and they're not working, we're kind of just, we've told people this and then this and then, so hopefully this is going to be a direction we can go and really bring us some great success as a team and feel like that we can grow and be confident. I know for myself, I had some success a couple of years ago, had some great growth on this team, and then we kind of fizzled out a little bit, and I felt really discouraged, and I kept myself from inviting to the business opportunity. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing anymore, that I was not a leader. And, I was listening to a little bit of Bob today, and he said, you can't take all of that on yourself. There are few people who you will find in this business who will truly take it and do the work and run with it. You can give them the tools, but you can't take that on yourself. So if you have tools to give them and their business doesn't flourish, that is not a reflection of you as a leader or as a coach.
Right.
I mean, everybody is responsible for their own business. We're adults. We have time, passion, the things we need to do to get there. And so being a friend, being a mentor, definitely. But I want you guys to wipe the slate clean wherever you've been. Don't worry about if you've, had people on your team and they've quit, if you've not even invited yet, whatever it is, feel confident going from here on out that you have what it takes, that you're here for a reason. I truly believe, I'm a believer. That's, the heart and soul of who I am. And I believe, and that's something Bob talks about and why I've connected with him so deeply. God put us in this position for a reason. He didn't put you here because he thought you couldn't do it. He knows you can. And of course, we're going to face opposition, but it's the overcoming, it's the struggle, it's the stories that you are going to reach those people who also need this gift. And it is a true gift. And that was the thing he said, is when we're keeping our mouth closed and judging people by saying, well, they probably wouldn't want it, or they're going to say no before we even offer them, we're being selfish because we're just assuming that they don't want it. And so I want to encourage you as we go into this to think of all those people that maybe you've hesitated inviting and to start putting them on your list tonight or tomorrow and start inviting using this system. So we're going to go into it real fast here. Like Luana said, I'm going to try and make it short. So hopefully some people watch this and also more people will jump on board with us. But Bob, so starting off, just giving you a little background, he says in the first 48 hours, we need to present, when someone says, yes, I'm interested in hearing about, or I'm interested in the business opportunity. So we need to present them 2 paths. So what we came up with was a super short basic email, and I'll type it up and you guys can send it. Just change your name at the end, whatever. I want to make this easy for you. But basically, welcome to the team. I'm so excited. There are 2 different paths, and I want you to text me back or email me back, right away, and let me know which path is right for you. And make sure that and in this email, we will make sure that they know neither path is better than the other. It's just whatever works for them right now. And so the 2 paths he calls the launch path, which is they want to make a lot of money and be successful. They want to launch their business. The second one is slow and steady. They want to go at their own pace, not completely sure how committed they will be yet. And then in the email, it will explain the difference between the 2 paths and ask them which one they want to take. And it says, make sure your person understands that the amount of time they can commit to the business has no bearing on what path they choose. It's really about how they want to treat the time that they have. So when they choose, if they say path 1, you focus on personally working with them. Starting the gun, it went off. It's time to work with them. Number 2, you plug them into the group, the team activities, the community, and give them information. And what we thought would be best is, number 1, they're going to personally work with you. They're going to get on a call and we'll go into that's what the next step is. Number 2, plug them into the groups, the community, make sure they're in the challenge group, and give them the information where they can find the training in their Beachbody online office. All their information is there, but they don't need your extra time. Now, they're welcome to change that at any time. But I think it's very important, and I loved what he said about that, is to know who is going to run with it, who's going to work. And, someone that starts slow, they can decide in 2 months that they want to go faster, and that's fine. But you have to be very careful about your time, because we're doing this for freedom, right? It's for freedom for ourselves, our families. And so we're going to work with the willing, something I haven't been very good about. Okay. So then if they choose I'm going to share my screen. If they choose the path of launching their business, wanting to go quickly, we're going to give them, let me share my screen. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Here we go. Let me get out of Facebook and into, Okay, so we're going to share this with them. This is the 5 steps to starting strong. This is, hey, Ashley.
Hey, sorry. I'm trying to get my life together. I apologize. I'm late.
No, you're fine. I'm just so glad you're here. We're just going into, I'm showing the PDF that was created for those people you sign on as a coach who want to work the business, like launch it and want to start strong. So once they say, yes, I want to start strong, we are going to share this PDF with them. My assistant put it together. It's super simple. We want simple. It's 2 pages. That's it. We're not going to overwhelm people with information right away. They're going to have to take a little action themselves, which is good, right? They need to be self-sufficient. And so right here, Coach ID, they'll write that in, their information, coach relations, customer service. They'll write their coach's cell number, their coach's email. We put this team call-in meetings, check our team page for announcements, and our team page is linked right in there, Live to Give. Okay. I would suggest if you're just starting, to just go into our group page for right now, not have your own smaller page. Those of you like Ashley, who is linked with Monica for Rocksteady, that's fine if you want to link them to that, and of course we have DFG too, but we just don't want too much information going on right away, right? Groups can get overwhelming. So it's your call on where you want to link them. That's definitely your call. And sometimes it depends on the person. Sometimes someone loves the group with all the energy, and DFG would be that. Our group is a little more quiet right now. It all, you just have to know your prospect. And so national wake-up call information. And so step one, set goals. Very simple steps. How much money would you have to make to get excited about this business? Because that also helps you understand how much are they really wanting from this if they say they're going to launch their business. I am going to use the money I make with coaching too. So what are they going to, now connecting that money to what they're going to use it for? How is it going to change their life and their health and fitness goals for the next 12 months? Because that gives them an idea of how they're going to start to structure their business, right? Health and fitness is what we're based around. And then it's very basic. We want them to shoot for Emerald right away. 1, 2 coaches, that's it. And they can check off when they get their 3 people started, for Success Club, which I should put Success Club 6. Shoot, doesn't matter. It can be 5 too. But so that's step 1. Super simple goals, not overwhelming, not what do you want to do with your life, not you want to make, but attainable goals that are easy, Number 2 is get prepared, create a contact list. Creating your prospect list is essential. It's essential to be working from a list and to consistently be expanding your list. So you want 10 of your easiest, like family, friends, hot market, and then 10 of your best A team. So this is new. This is from what Bob says. Your A team is the most successful people traditional business owners, high income earners, anyone in health and nutrition, people in the fitness industry, healthcare professionals. Why do we do that? Because so many times, I know for me especially, we stray away from asking people who have a good job or who are already in health and fitness because they have it together. They don't need us, right? But those are the people we want. Those are the people who are already driven, right? That are already wanting something more. And the crazy thing is a lot of those people work way too much. They want freedom, and that's what we have to offer. So it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for people, but it's so good. I can't tell you how many people the girl that actually worked on this with me, the local coach, she quit her career as a dentist to do Beachbody coaching. So that's someone that I would have thought, she's making good money, she's got a great job. Granted, her husband is still a dentist, but they were double income dentists. So we want to kind of change our mindset around who we invite. It's not always the people who are in desperate need of money. Sometimes they're in a mindset where they feel like they just can't because they're in that place. So we also want to talk to people who already have reached goals, already feel like, hey, it's another challenge for me, So I thought that was interesting. So we get them to create their contact list, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. So, I'm sorry, I need to backtrack a little bit. So we send this out to them when they say they want to launch their business. They need to go through this and create their contact list and set up, trying to remember, I think it's within 48 hours, a call with their coach. And if you're not comfortable doing that on your own, we can do a 3-way, call. But what you're essentially going to do is go over this sheet with your new coach within 48 hours, because 48 hours, they're excited. They're ready to go. You need to set a time with them. And so they need to bring their contact list filled out. And part of what you're going to do on your call is you're going to get them to start inviting people off of that contact list right on that call. They're going to start. And if they need help with their wording, whatever, you're right there. But it gets that momentum going, because a lot of times people are scared to start. Like they sit there like, I don't know. I have these people. I don't know what to say, And so we're getting them started, the ball rolling. Okay. So Sorry, I forgot to say that before, that they bring this to that call within 48 hours. So you can kind of help them go through it and make sure they understand. Inviting is obviously one of the biggest parts of our business. It says, make a post sharing about your health and fitness journey and new business. Don't mention Beachbody, just speak from your heart and why you made the decision. And you can help them think through that on the call. Invite those who liked or commented on your post and those from your contact list. And here's an example right in here. Hey, whatever. Hey, whoever. Hey, Jill. Thanks for the love on my post. I'm so excited about this new journey. I don't know where you are with your health and fitness goals, but would you be open to checking out a quick video to learn more about what I'm doing? That invite is right there in this. They don't have to think about anything. And the video, so this is a whole new concept, and the videos are linked right in here. We'll see it in a minute. But what Bob says is we as network marketers have gotten into we're being the expert. We're like, we want to tell you all this stuff about what we're doing or what we have to offer. And he said, people don't want to hear you talk that much. They just don't. Because the first time you have a conversation with someone, even if you're just inviting them to a challenge group, you are already showing them what it's like to be a coach. So then when you ask them after they've had a great transformation, they think back through all the conversations you guys have had, how many times you've explained this and that to them, and they're like, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to send 20 messages back and forth. I work a full-time job, you know? And so the awesome part about using third-party tools like a video is you don't have to say hardly anything. You let the tools speak for you. And people start to think, oh, well, I could send a video. I mean, that doesn't take much of my time, you know? And I have started doing this, and you guys, it's such a relief. How many times have I explained and gone back and forth with people? And it's like, oh, you're interested in Ultimate Portion Fix? Here's a video. I'm going to send it to you. Watch it tonight, and then I'll follow up with you tomorrow. And then when you ask them, when you follow up, you say, what did you like best about it? Not what did you think? I was always saying, what do you think? And that opens the door for, well, I didn't really like this. When you say, what did you like best? It encourages them to pick out the positive. Okay. So does that make sense about the third-party tool and just less talking? I mean, just think about that. Like, I think about all of the messages that I sent, and if I would have probably known that in the beginning, I would be like, I'm so tired of talking to people. I really am. I love people, but, you know, when you go back and forth with so many messages, it gets frustrating after a while, and people don't really want to do that, you know, and people fall off. Okay, so you send them the video. If they say yes, send the video. Do you have time in the next couple of days to watch? I'll touch base with you again in a few days to follow up if I don't hear back from you. So, of course, we have to tell them they have to be tracking somehow, whether it's a notebook, whether it's a spreadsheet, what works for you. I've been using a basic notebook again. I write down who I send a video to, the date, and then I go back so I can follow up. One of two things happen. Number one, they message you back and say they'd like to learn more, or number two, you don't hear back. If number one happens, respond. Great, I'd love to share more. Can I connect you with my coach in a group chat so you can answer more questions? So right there, you can either group chat or phone message. What that means is it takes the pressure off of a new coach to feel like they have to know everything and explain. And it also puts another third-party person in the mix. So you're not just, you know, giving them everything. So what would happen then is, say, I was talking to Jessica and she said, yeah, I'd like to know more. And then I'd say, great, can I add you into a group chat with Luana and I so we can answer your questions? So then we just do a little Facebook Messenger group chat, or if it's on Instagram, you know, or if they prefer a phone call, whatever you feel is right for your business. I know a lot of people don't have time to get on the phone. You know, Jessica works all day, so a Facebook message might be better. but that way there's more than one person, and new coaches don't have to feel so stressed, like, what am I going to say? I don't know the answers. And I think it's a great thing too, because then they get to hear from more than one person. So that's what I was talking about. Add in a group messenger, with Ashley, it might be, you might do it if Monica's open to it, whatever it is, or if whoever. I mean, I think as a team, we're all willing to help one another. But we just want to make new coaches feel comfortable and confident that they can invite people without worrying about anything, that it's just going to be easy, that there's a system in place for them to get the answers they need and help people get started right. So number 2, if they don't respond, then you just say, hey, just following up, what was your favorite part of the video I sent? Or what did you like best? Then if they say, yes, add them to the group chat with your upline coach. Do not feel like you have to answer all the questions. That's what we're here for. If you have someone interested in learning more about coaching, hold on. Oh, Luana had to hop off. If you have someone interested in learning more about coaching, or you can invite to the coaching opportunity by just asking, would you be open to learning more about what I do? Like, if you have that feeling that you really want to invite someone to the coaching opportunity right off the bat, you say, I have a short video I can send you that will only take a couple of minutes for you to watch. If they say yes, send them this video. Right there, it's linked. It's a Vimeo. It's super short. It was made by, some coaches or something, really cute. Basically, it just talks about being a coach and how inspiring it is and being a part of the community. Third-party tool, super simple. This is all short and easy to send people. Follow up with them and ask, what did you like the most about the video? If they want to hear more about coaching, ask if you can put them in a chat with your coach. There's also another video that we have, and we're creating a spreadsheet full of like video links. So like Ultimate Portion Fix, Transform 20, where you guys can go to and just grab that link if someone's interested in a specific program, but a longer video, I don't know if any of you have seen it, Brooke Lipoff made it, and it's about Beachbody coaching, but it would be more like a second video. It's because it talks about income and stuff like that. The first video we want to expose them to is just really about how much we love what we do and get them excited about the community. So then it just says, make sure you track all the people you invite. And then if and when you have someone wanting specific product information, sorry, you can look at this Google Doc. So we started the doc. I was saying, sorry, I need a drink. My alcohol-free mojito. So here, link to the doc that's going to have all the information, and you guys are welcome to add too. If you find a great video, we want to just keep this going and share with one another. Over here on the side is video links to send when you are inviting to join an online fitness group. There are 2 different Vimeos. One has the year 2017 in it. They're about Beachbody on Demand, basically. But there's such great videos, little snapshots of what Beachbody on Demand kind of is. It doesn't matter to me as far as the year. I just tell people, don't worry about the year. It's all still the same. But super simple, just to like invite, send the video, follow up. So that's kind of what I want you guys to get from this. It's just going to be a lot less talking and a lot more just connecting people with the tools we already have, instead of, just kind of these ongoing long conversations. So the 4th step for them is, this business is a gift you have been blessed with, and now it's your job to get out there and bless others. We will chat more about this in your game plan meeting, which is the call, but be sure to check out this video. So there's a video about that Emily Favre did about Success Club. And then the game plan, schedule your meeting with your coach within 48 hours. Send them a picture of your completed checklist and contact list. So that's really it. Those are the 2 PDFs. And I think what I want us to do from this is just start using this system to go out and start inviting people and see how it works for us. Start inviting to challenge groups, start inviting to the coaching opportunity. If you have someone you want to put in a group chat, you're welcome to add me to that chat, or your upline coach if it's not me. But I really want to test this out. So if you guys are up for that, I'd love for you to join me in doing it. I think it's going to be a great system once we get going and just, understand it a little more. Obviously, it's going to take a little time to get used to it. But do you guys have any questions on it? No? So I don't know. I mean, the thing is that I'm going to be, the great thing is following this. And this is the other thing with new coaches. This new business activity tracker from the Coach Online Office is awesome. So that gives them steps. And when they're doing, the inviting, they just plug this in, right? They just plug in how to invite. That's it. And then it has the other information. So that's really like the new coach template. The business activity tracker, and I will go over that with them on a new coach call. But I think coaches who want to work the business, definitely get them on a call within 48 hours. And if you don't feel comfortable being just the one on the call, ask any of us, anyone you would like to get on the call with you, whether that be myself, whether that be Monica, whoever it is, we're here to help you guys grow. And that is the thing that I want this year, is for this team to be successful. If you haven't been and you want to be, I know I want to be more, than I was. And I think there's quite a few of us who want that too. And so I'm trying everything I can to figure out a way to make that happen, and it's coming slowly, but I think patience is a good thing. And I think creating things is, with intention is a good thing too. So do you guys have any ideas, thoughts, anything you want to ask or say?
I do real quick.
Yeah.
Just in the inviting stuff, in general, be it to like challenge groups or coaching, can we, like, I always forget, and I'm still learning the Beachbody website. It's like, where can we find scripts and stuff to kind of like play with and teeter to our own?
Yeah. There are some files in Live to Give.
Okay.
And then are you in the Dynasty page?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So there's stuff in there too. A lot of stuff
okay.
that would be really great.
All right.
There is a post, and I can tag you in it. Nikki Minton did, but I think it's all in the units.
Okay.
That just had a great, spreadsheet. She had all kinds of examples.
Awesome.
So
okay.
Yeah, definitely. And I think hopefully, if you guys are having a hard time figuring out who to invite, if you're kind of at a place where you're like, oh, I don't know, I would definitely just start taking the people who respond to your posts. I would, I know some of you have been doing this a little while, or might have had, you're kind of like, oh, I've got the same people. I don't have new people. And so what has been really good for me is Instagram stories and hashtag using polls. So like if you're doing the Ultimate Portion Fix, Autumn has like how to set up exactly an Instagram story in there, and taking everybody who responds to it and just start sending them a message. I did a call a little while ago. There's so many Instagram shortcuts, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys and get into that now. But what for Instagram for me, it's been going slowly. I send out a lot of connection messages and don't hear back from a lot of people, I'll be honest. But I have made some good, genuine connections, and those are the ones that are important. There was a girl tonight, and her and I have been connecting for a while. She was interested in running, and she posted today, day 1 of 21, and I was like, what the heck? Is she doing the 21 day fix and I didn't invite her? And I was like, oh
no.
So I messaged her and I was like, and she hashtagged like Beachbody and all this. I'm like, oh no. And I messaged her and I was like, are you a Beachbody coach too? And she's like, no, I was, but I quit. You know, we went into this, and she wants to sign up with our team. I mean, like, so I would just encourage you to create relationships, find people, even if it's 1 or 2 people a day, to start making genuine connections with that are outside of who your friend circle is now. And also Bob says, go for the invite sooner. And when they say no, just keep building that relationship, because it's going to, you know, like I've had people that have said no, you know, to me on Instagram, and I just keep loving on them. I have an album where I save them to as my dream team. And so once a week I go to their page and I connect with them, because I'm like, I know that I want them on our team. You know, it might be a slow process, but I truly believe that the right people are going to come and that this is going to grow. And so doing, you know, having all of these things behind the scenes, the systems and the things that when they're ready, we can really just give them the best start possible, you know. But just go on and make connections, find people you really want to connect with and create a relationship, you know, and just be consistent in posting and connecting with those people that connect on your posts. It takes time, but you guys can do it. Are you all going to Summit? Yeah. Oh, where'd Melissa go? Uh-oh.
Like, I'm out. Is that a yes or no, Melissa? And Summit was that.
She's like, no, Summit.
I'm out. Yeah, I just bought my ticket.
Yay!
Yesterday. Yeah, before it went up $10.
Oh, I'm so happy.
$10 is $10. So I'm excited. So
did Monica tell you we have a room for you?
I like commented on there and said, count me in, sign me up. So I'm with you girls in there. So
perfect. Yes.
I'll be there.
You and me, and we'll find a couple more.
Excited.
Awesome. Well, hopefully we'll have some new coaches who want to go, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what Monica is like. Let's leave it open and we'll fill it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That'll be fun.
We will fill it.
Yes. So quick back to Instagram. I literally just made my my profile public.
Yeah.
Which is like freaking me out, because I wake up and have like all these people follow. I'm like, okay, what is going on with my life? So I've got the stories not down, but like
you do great.
I post stories, and I'm trying to like not overthink the inviting and how to word, because I'm showing what I'm doing, but I'm not like openly inviting on a regular basis and that kind of thing, or sharing the opportunities. So
right.
And I think where I fail is like an outline or something. I'm terrible when it comes to like the actual posts.
Okay.
And not the stories. I'm just like, I'm sure I can, like, if I were to sit down, I don't know, it's so weird. Like putting it on the paper is so weird for me. I don't want to sound like sketchy, but like, I don't know. I'm not good at the posting and the actual post and not the stories. So is there an outline somewhere for that? Like,
so
I don't know.
No, I mean, I understand completely. I kind of got in a funk like that too. And you know what I did a couple years ago, and I pulled it back out, and I can share it with you guys. It was really in depth though, but I created, you know, you hear people talk about created an avatar. Who is the person you're talking to? When you sit down and make a post, what is that person feeling? You know, what does that person need to hear? For me, you know, it's like a mom who was a dreamer but lost her dreams. She's tried every fad diet because she likes the quick and easy. You know, she really doesn't like to work hard, but you know, I mean, and then a great place too is to pull from personal development,
Okay.
a great quote that might inspire you to write something more. Like Rachel
Okay.
Hollis, her quotes are awesome.
Are stupid good, right?
Yeah. So if you can have a quote from her that speaks to you, I would
Okay.
put that and then expand on it from your point of view and from your heart.
Okay.
But just think of what's the person sitting behind the computer screen who's wanting what you have. What do they need to hear? And make a call to action at the end. Like, ask them a question or ask them to respond. It doesn't every time have to coincide with your business. It can be like, what are you going to do this week just to take care of you? Or, what do your kids like to eat for lunch? I need some, and it sounds silly, but the more you can get people interacting with you, the more you create those relationships, and, they trust you. And find something, that you love that you can connect with people with. For me lately, it's been running, and that's connected me with people who are into health and fitness. One of the girls, who I've connected with, she filled out a coaching application. She hasn't done anything yet, but, it's like just kind of connecting with people, and it'll eventually work. And I think as you continue to show up and speak your truth, it will happen. But I think we get so caught up in like, what do I say, that we then don't even end up speaking our truth. I know that's my problem. I worry, what are people going to think? So, but you are at this point because you have a gift and something people need to hear. And so I want to encourage both of you just to speak your truth. Jessica, you're coming through an injury, through healing. There are people out there who have the same problem, and they're like, well, what's the point even anymore? And you can speak to them. We all have life experiences that we go through, that there are people out there who need to hear what we have to say. So.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. I would just really, I think one of the things too that hit home for me was like, I was like, who am I even speaking to? What is my message? And I had a woman who was my neighbor. Her daughter is in my daughter's class, and her daughter follows me on Instagram. And she's like, on Valentine's Day, she sent me a text, and she's like, I just want you to know, I don't really do social media, but I watch your stuff through Isabella's page. She's like, Isabella shows me your stuff sometimes. She's like, I just want to tell you that the message you're teaching girls and women is, you're doing amazing things. Like, I just get on to watch you sometimes and be uplifted, and you're teaching my daughter what and so I was like, okay, that is confirmation.
Huge.
Of what I need to continue to do, so I try to think about those things, since especially I have a 14-year-old daughter.
Well, it's so crazy. My oldest is 8, and then I have the twins that are 5, but Maddie has lately started, like, out of nowhere the other day, like, sucked in her stomach and was like, I want to be skinny. And I'm like, no, you see me working out all the time. It's to be fit. You are active. You play softball. It's not about your size. It's about how active you are. Like, and so we're like trying to like flip the script and change words. And, I was telling Michael, like, we just really have to be careful of what we say around her, because like today we had a conversation. She's like, you want to be healthy, Mom, and do those. And I'm like, yes, healthy. That's, that's right. She's like, and I goes on to talk about, I love strawberries. And I'm like, yes, like you eat all the good food, and that's great. Like, but it's so crazy. Like, she is 8. Exactly. How scary, like, all of this is like actually become like these body image things are becoming. It is. Metabolism is stupid. I don't know if I can eat like a grown teenage boy, but So anyways.
And social media makes it so much worse.
Oh
and that's the thing too. You guys can talk about your experiences growing up, like why you struggle now with the things you do. And there are so many women out there. I think all of us connect with a story of struggle growing up. Like, my family rewarded everything was food. You did a great job. Let's go for ice cream. You don't feel good. Let's go have some ice cream.
And then at the same time, my mom was on every fad diet, right?
Yes,
so
exactly.
I saw both things happening at the same time.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's something you can talk about, how confusing, it can be. And so what we really do know is is the diet industry still making billions of dollars off of these crazy things, instead of.
People want that quick fix. Nobody wants to put the work
Mhm.
in. That's the
Right.
problem. Like,
Exactly. So I hope that it's giving you guys some ideas of lots to talk about.
yeah.
Just, maybe if you have an idea, just dump it in your phone or on a journal or whatever, because I know for me, that's one of the things too, is I have an idea and then I forget it. So if you're feeling something at one point in time, something you feel like would be great to share, write it down. You don't have to do it that minute,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Jessica, are you doing that? Are you going to try to do, did you see that Dash to Diamond bet?
I don't
know. So here's my deal. I'm signing my husband up, and I'm going to shift my performance stack to him.
Yeah.
And I talked to Monica about it, and then I'm trying desperately to get my mom on board because she needs this, but she also needs me to step up my game and help her because all of her ailments, like she's overweight, needs 2 knee replacements, like the whole nine. Like it's ridiculous. So I talked to her today and she's like, I'll talk to your dad. We've tried it once before, but anyways. So so I'm hoping like that she'll decide and get her life together in the next 24 hours.
Right.
And then I can be Emerald. So anyways, so then I'm like, okay, that would solidify, like she's not gonna, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna bank on her as like an active coach. So I'd probably put her on my weak side. But yeah, like if I could get a transformation out of her, maybe. But
yeah.
So I'm contemplating betting on myself. I don't know.
You can do it.
Girl, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, go for it. I did it before. I did it 3 years ago at this time and got to Diamond.
See, Emerald's my lifetime, so
got down. But
it's okay.
Here you are again.
When you were Diamond, I was, 3-star, and now I'm not. Now I'm 1.
Yeah.
So it's, but I think we're learning how to put more solid work in, and the foundation we're building now is going to be stronger. And that's the thing. It's going to be solid. And that's what I want. That's why we're building this, so it can be freedom. Yeah. So it can be like, okay, I am going to not work my business for a few days, and it is working for me,
Right.
And we'll get there. It's just going to take a little time and rebuilding and faith in ourselves, and so, but I can't wait to see you guys in Indianapolis.
Yay.
So I will share this PDF in Live to Give, and if you guys have any questions or need anything, let me know. But I'm definitely running with it and testing it, because I feel like having something simple for new coaches is going to be key to getting them wins and feeling confident and growing, Yeah. All right, girls.
Exciting.
Well, you have a great night. I'm so thankful you jumped on, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. Bye.
Good night. Bye.